Good morning. It is Thursday, April 25th, and we are officially in Taurus season. We moved into the sign of Taurus on April 20th from the sign of Aries, and I'm here to, kick off the next month of all things Taurus. My name is Shannon Cunningham. I'm an astrologer living and working in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I run a small business called Star Presents, as in gifts. Check it out. And I have a lot of friends who are Taurus and family members and people that I think are awesome. Taurus is the second sign that we move into of the zodiac. So we start in Aries with fire, and then we move into earthy Taurus. So every sign has an element and a quality attached to it. The elements are fire, earth, air, and water. And then the qualities are cardinal, fixed, and mutable. And Taurus is a fixed earth sign. Earth in the way that they are practical and sensual and of the body and of nature, and then fixed in that they are a little bit stubborn. I don't know if you've heard that about Taurus or not, but it's quite true. I always say for Taurus is to say, when people accuse you of being stubborn, just say, I'm very determined. That's the way to come back to that. So when I'm teaching first level astrology and I'm talking about Taurus, one thing I do mention is that being ruled by the planet Venus, Venus is, it's pleasure and art and beauty and all of those wonderful things. But it's also moral character, so what it governs. And in that, Tauruses are very concerned with morality. With right from wrong. They're very much about the way that they value themselves and others in the world, about self-esteem. But in terms of morality, and because they are so stubborn, they can be a little bit black and white in their thinking, like good and bad, and you're wrong and I'm right. And in that kind of area of life, you don't want to get put into the wrong category with a Taurus, because they are stubborn, and you can languish there for a while. You really have to beat your way out of that. But yes, they can forgive, and they're wonderful people. I'm just saying it's not good to get on the wrong side of Taurus, on the wrong side of wrong. But it's funny. So I do talk about that duality and how they have to be careful of just, having two categories. But, as it is with our what can be a weak area for us, it can often double as our greatest strength. So if you take that kind of like tendency to ruminate about values and morality and right and wrong, and then you add to it the stubbornness and determination of Taurus, you get some of the most brilliant minds. A lot of the Tauruses that I know are very philosophical by nature. And when you look at the list of, philosophers in the, the Western canon, I would say that Taurus kind of like tops a list of who most philosophers are. There's Machiavelli, Marx, Hume, Immanuel Kant, Kant. There's Kierkegaard, Wittgenstein, Bertrand Russell, John Stuart Mill. Like, these are the heavy hitters who were thinkers way ahead of their time, who developed huge schools of philosophical thought that people are still trying to wrap their heads around. So I think it's a beautiful thing that, you take that thing that can be a weak area for Taurus, and then you add the stubbornness and the determination, and they can go so deep into their minds, so deep into what is morality, and the very idea of human nature, that they can make these brilliant, beyond brilliant contributions and full and complete philosophical systems. And they're all so different and varied from one another, just on that list of philosophers, and I know it's not complete. So Taurus, never underestimate your ability to mine the depths. And I look forward to celebrating you for the rest of the month. Going into May, because you're mostly May. And happy birthday and happy belated to anyone that is an early Taurus. And happy Thursday. Bye.